we'll start from here. So I am making some veggie wraps. Just kind of experimenting right now. I'm going to take some of these little wraps here, nothing special, just mission flour tortillas. You could use the spinach ones or the wheat ones, but these were fine for the quantity I needed, and they're not that big. So, but this is to help cut back on carbs. This is if you just want to add more veggies and mix it up. So I know I'm trying to eat less meat. Not that I don't want to eat meat at all, but I'm definitely trying to give myself some alternatives. So that's what we're putting it on, which we don't need yet. I have some yellow squash kind of sauteing there, or searing, whatever that is. And I'll show you how I did it. So I basically took this yellow squash, cut off the edges, boom, and then you're just going to split this down the middle, try to make it somewhat even, and then you take these halves and split those, boom, and then we're going to split them one more time. So obviously it's not completely even because of the shape of the squash, but boom. That was terrible. Okay. These guys are late to the party, but we'll get them in there. So we're just gonna cook this up a little bit. This will be the only thing that I'm actually throwing on here. So, you don't need to get too crazy with it. I'm gonna put a little salt, a little sea salt on there. I don't have the pink Himalayan right now. A little pepper. And that should be all right. I sprayed the pan with Pam, so you could use different stuff. Doesn't really matter. Grapeseed oil sprays would be preferred. All right, so we got the yellow squash on the stove right there. I got these ready. I'm also going to be using hummus as a base on the wraps, and I'm going to be using these peppers in there, and this is a big part of it, the spring mix. So, also avocado and tomato. So bear with me. Turn this down a little bit. So first, we don't need to do all this until we have everything prepared to be cut. So peppers are next. Peppers are next. Sorry, you gotta see my mess behind everything over there. It's kind of unorganized, but oh well. So peppers, I'm not gonna need all of these, so I'm gonna choose maybe 2 to cut up. So depends how many you're making. I'm definitely gonna be prepping for not just today, at least tomorrow and the next day, and then I'll make them fresh again. So this is something I'm trying to substitute in for my lunch. Have a heavier breakfast with some more carbs. Same for dinner, but in the middle of the day, I don't need to be, I'm trying to be active, I'm trying to move. I don't need to be loading up on carbs, unless it's right before my workout, or it's going to be different for everybody, but this is a good alternative to add in there. I don't know why I keep putting that there, because I don't need it. So this is a very cheap knife, like a dollar store knife, to be honest, I got for camping. So it's not the best, but we're using it and we're making do. So I rinsed all the seeds out and everything. I got that open. Put this little end off. And I'll do the same thing. I want to keep everything nice and long. That way it fits into the wrap nice. I don't want it all falling out like sometimes you get when you go and get burritos or whatever. So let's do the same thing. Let's just cut these into nice long pieces. Don't cut your finger off. So I'm not a chef. I like to cook. I cook a lot of different stuff, but it's all just off experience, that trial and error. And my mom taught me a lot, with kind of the basics of cooking and stuff. So I was always watching my grandfather and my gran. They always made different stuff. So you just got to pick it up and run with it. So I'm gonna just put these guys in a bowl. I know they're a little big. If you want them thinner, that's fine. But again, I'm trying to keep everything compact in that wrap. So let's cut these off. Cut the edges. Pull this out. Boom. We'll rinse it again. And then that. Like this little piece. And again, just slicing it, but not dicing it. So long pieces. And then make sure you're keeping an eye on this. Again, you can throw all of this on the stove, but I'm gonna keep some of these vegetables raw, just for the crunch like that. So, and keep all the hydration in it. Obviously, vegetables are a lot of liquid, so if you cook them all off, you're gonna lose a lot of size. Spinach is notorious for that. But yeah, so this is, even got some browning on there. You can see some browning. Hands are clean. I'm eating this, so I'm gonna touch it as much as I want. All right, so now I got all these peppers. Put these in the bowl. Again, we'll see how many I actually make, but you can't go wrong with having some extra veggies around, so. Good. All right, so we have the yellow squash. We have the peppers, have the wraps, as you've seen. Avocado and tomatoes next. So, boom. I know there's a million ways to do this avocado stuff, but I really don't care right now. So we're just gonna split it, and then boom, take that pit out. Whoop, sliding all over. And then I think you could do like this, something like that, kind of cut it up. So the thing with this, I don't want this to be all mushy, so I'm gonna just kind of leave it here until I'm ready to put it on. So I'm gonna do this other avocado, so I'll get that one ready. Oh, you fell. There we go. We're good. All right. And I know this is kind of just a random video of me cooking some stuff. That's not anything crazy, but if you want more, if you want some ideas, if you want me to try to make some stuff, let me know. Because this is a mess. Because I mean, when you talk about saving money, when you talk about staying consistent with the diet, this is where it's at. So you're gonna have to kind of start challenging yourself with cooking. And that's what I try to do. This looks a mess, so, but we have 2 avocados. This one's been sitting for a little bit longer, so let's just move that there. Got 2 avocados. I'm gonna rinse this. All right. Again, just a bunch of veggies. We're gonna wrap them all up, make them nice, make them taste good. So, I just don't like the edges on anything, so I cut that off. You can do as you see fit. All right, so with the tomato, I'm gonna do big slices. So I have none of this planned out. I just decided, you know what, I'm gonna make some veggie wraps, and I'm going to, hey, might as well film it while I'm doing it because I never did it before, so there's probably somebody else that never did it before. It's crazy to think that I've never made my own veggie wraps before, but I just get sidetracked and you're always thinking, oh, what meat can I add in, or what meal, steak and potatoes, and then the vegetables are there too, but why not have the vegetables be the base, you know, some of the time or all the time. So I'm gonna try to wrap this up for everybody, literally. So I have this sauteing. This is gonna take a tiny bit yet, but it's getting soft. So that's what you want. You want the squash to be soft. You want it to be, you know, pliable. Is that a word that works for that? And then you know, that'll just kind of melt in your mouth as you're eating the wrap, and you'll get some crunch from the raw veggies then. So we have tomato, and I'm not going to put you through all of it. I'm going to make one of the wraps, and then that'll be the end of the video, and then obviously I'll be making more than just the one. But all right, let's scoot this over here. Okay, scoot that back, and then boom. So we'll see how this goes. Get the knife out. Hummus. So step one is the hummus. Not enough room. I just did a bunch of dishes, so they're all setting right there to be put away. Fresh hummus, just plain. You can, you know, there's garlic, they had like sunflower seed stuff. They have the red roasted red peppers or whatever. That's fine. But I wanted to play it safe with this, so I'm gonna put like a tablespoon of hummus on here. They're not big, so I don't want to go crazy. And I do have secret sauce that's going on in the end, just to dice it up. Again, I'm not counting macros or anything with this, so if you want to, you can, but this is just my experiment at making these. So hummus is on. I think the best thing right now would be to do the lettuce. Yes, that would be good. Another fresh thing. Stuff's already washed. Should we trust them? Is it washed? We'll trust them. All right. It's not too much. I don't want to go crazy. There's a lot that's going in here, so boom. All right. We'll do a slice of this avocado. Let's see if we can get this out. Maybe a spoon would work better, but that's not bad. A little dollop there of avocado. All right, and then we're gonna add a tomato. All right, tomato. Could add more than that if you want, but that should be a good amount. And then I'm gonna put one piece of pepper. I'll stick another piece of pepper on there. Okay, and then see if we can fit a piece of this squash on there. So take a nice seasoned, lightly seasoned piece of squash, and got a little char to it, which I love. Yeah, you know what? I think that'll be enough because I don't want to overload this. So we have the wrap itself, whatever kind you want to use. We have the hummus layer on there. We have the spring mix or whatever lettuce you want to use. Then we have a piece of tomato, a piece of avocado, a piece of squash. I'm gonna put a little more pepper because I love pepper. And then we're gonna top this off with actually just a tiny bit of this chipotle ranch. I was looking for like a tzatziki sauce, could not find it in the store that I was in, so this should do something. You don't have to put anything. You could just end it like that, and that would be healthier. So, but could have been bad. All right, so I really don't want a lot of this. I'm just gonna put a tiny bit in here. You could dip it. You could do whatever. So just take a tiny bit, and then we're just gonna drizzle this in there. I hope this looks somewhat presentable. All right, yeah, that's good. So, all right, I'll try to wrap this up then, but just to show you, that is what we're working with, okay? So, again, you can have your opinions, but Doesn't look terrible for my first time doing it, and I encourage you to do it. You can switch out the veggies, you can switch out the hummus and the dressing or whatever you put inside of it. But I'm going to finish some of these up, and I'm going to enjoy them. So again, I think I put just enough in there so it's kind of rolled nice. And now you got a nice little veggie wrap with no meat, and if you eat enough of these, you'll get your protein. So let's try it out. And that's honestly really good. I'm surprised. So heck yeah, I'm excited. All right, I'm gonna finish these. Hopefully you watched the whole thing and you didn't quit because I was rambling. But give it a go. Veggie wraps, great way to cut down on carbs and just get some more vitamins and minerals in you. I mean, get your hydration from these veggies. Just switch it up.